I know that I'm very late to the party on this, but I just picked up the $5 Koala Sampler app about a week ago, and I'm super impressed with it. It's been tons of fun, and I haven't even really made a full beat yet, but I'm already really excited about it, and I think it's already my new favorite sampler. I've been a big fan of the SP404. I've been using this for the last few years, pretty much exclusively, and this is a $500 sampler versus this $5 app, which I never really thought could compete with a full-fledged sampler, but it really does. It's really full-featured. Especially when you get the two add-ons, which I did almost immediately, which were about $5 each, I think. The Samurai add-on and the Mixer add-on. Both super well worth it. Really cool, really good. So for a total of, I think, about $15, you get all the features of the Koala Sampler app. And it's really, really impressive. I'm going to go ahead and just create a beat from scratch here to do a little first impressions and talk about what I really like about this thing. And yeah, let's get to it. I got some samples loaded up here, and let's do some chopping. Let's go ahead and pitch this one up. And let's go ahead and chop it. It's really super easy to add and remove chops and just test them out before you actually do the full chop and assign them to pads. This is great to be able to see the waveform and just chop accordingly. The other thing that's cool about chopping is this is non-destructive, so I can edit these even after chopping them and assigning them to pads. So I'll go ahead and hit chop to show you. From here, I can go into the edit, and I've still got the entire rest of the sample, so I can still move this thing around and lengthen it or move in the start point, or yeah, it's just really flexible. It's really cool. Very intuitive. Everything about like moving, copying, deleting stuff is very intuitive. Like these ones that I moved, I can just clear quickly and easily. It's just everything about this app is very intuitive. It's been really easy to learn, which is really nice. All right, let's get some drums going here. I got this sample right here. So let's just go ahead and copy it a couple of times. And I know I'm going to want like kick, snare, maybe a hi-hat. Let's see what we got. And then we can zoom in and get just a little bit closer to the beginning of the transient there. That sounds good. Now let's do the same thing with the snare. Go ahead and grab something from the middle here. Yeah, that one right there sounds good. Let's get a hi-hat or two from somewhere in here. Those sound cool. I actually kind of want multiple hi-hats here. Let's grab, I think those. Yeah, let's do like those three, and then we'll just split those up accordingly. Nice. And then we'll put all those in a choke group. Give them some release. Nice. Nice, those sound good. So let's go ahead and get those into a sequence here. Lower the tempo. And we're recording. Let's turn quantize off. And then let's turn record off and just test out our samples here, see if we can find something that sounds cool. So I'm hearing a 4-bar phrase, so let's go ahead and duplicate this one a couple of times. And then get out here, and let's record and get it playing. And now I can go ahead and just fix the little mistakes I made in there. I think that one was a mistake. Let's go ahead and hear that. That's sounding pretty good for the chops already. Let's go ahead and put these in some different buses, and then let's sidechain the kick to the chops here. So if I hold edit and then select all these, I can put them all in a bus, put them in bus B. And then if I go back over to the kick and put this in bus A, and then we can go over to the mixer, can sidechain bus B from bus A. Let's hear what that sounds like. Let's also put some compression on the main bus. I feel like that's always pretty helpful. See what that sounds like. As far as this piano roll goes, like I really had low expectations for this. I didn't think it was going to be that easy to edit MIDI data on an iPad with no mouse, no keyboard, no nothing. But this is really easy and intuitive. I can zoom in and out in either direction. I can really just easily delete stuff, undo stuff. I can change the velocities pretty easily. It's surprisingly effective and intuitive. I'm just very impressed with this. This is part of the Samurai add-on, I believe. Super worth it. Really good stuff. This sample chop is pretty dense, but I just want to see what I can add to it. I want to try to add something that's almost like an instrument, a melodic instrument on top of it. So I want to go ahead and take, where is it? It's this. Yeah, I'm going to turn this into like a keyboard instrument, basically. So let's see if we can take one of the longer notes out of that. I think like right there. Yeah. And then from here, if I can remember how to do this, go into keyboard mode. Yeah, that should sound pretty cool. All right, definitely needs some, it definitely needs some delay and reverb. So let's go ahead and send that to bus C. Hop over to bus C. Let's put some delay on it. We'll just take the lows out of the delay. And maybe it'll just sound good with delay. The other thing I want is some release on it, so I can just tap the sound and it will still have some play to it. There we go. Maybe it might sound better a bit higher up here. That might keep it out of the way of the beat. And then I should be able to set it to pentatonic, and then if I can just change the pitch of this accordingly, it should sound perfectly good. So I should be able to go up, I think, 3 semitones. There we go. Then I think the volume of it can just come down a little bit. Let's bring up the delay on it a bit too. Let's see what other effects we can add to that sound. That's kind of nice. It's subtle, but it kind of takes it away from the main sample a bit. Nice. And then one of my favorite parts of this app is these performance effects, which sound really cool, especially the pitch one and the filter sound really good. Also, the tempo delay is pretty fun. The stutter's good. The gate's really good. The cutter sounds good too. I'll just show you what they sound like. They're really cool. There's actually also a hold feature, so you can keep these effects on just full time here, which is cool with the pitch and the filter. It can create just a totally different vibe. So if I did the pitch down a bit and the filter down a bit, you'll hear it sounds totally different. And honestly, just like that, that's a pretty cool beat. Another thing I've found that I've enjoyed doing is, so I'll take this pattern and duplicate it. And then in this one, I could go ahead and let's get out of the keyboard of that. And then let's just go ahead and delete all the drums. If I can find them. Yeah, so all these, let's see if I can do this. If I hold down, yeah. And delete. I missed that guy up there. And then there's some interesting features you can use to jump between these. So you can set it to, if I can find it. Yeah, the snap. So you can have it snap at the end of the sequence. You can have it snap after each bar or after a beat. Or you can just have this off and it'll just jump right between the two. And it keeps its place within this 4-bar pattern. So I'll show you what that sounds like. I'll jump between them and you'll hear it. It's pretty cool. And then I could go ahead and make another one and get rid of the chops and just keep the drums. There's a lot of possibilities with creating these different sequences really quickly and easily and getting some variations. And then I just love being able to jump between them like that without waiting for the sequence to end. But yeah, I mean, I've barely used this app. It feels like I've really just kind of dived into it just a week ago. And as you can see, I really haven't even done that much on this one beat, but it already sounds pretty cool. Just with this small amount of samples and between this, the effects here, between the mixing with the different buses, the sidechain sounds great. Being able to create these different sequences easily is really good. The variations on the patterns is cool. I'm just super impressed with this app. For $5, it's definitely a no-brainer. Even with the 2 add-ons for, I think it's $15. Super good deal. Really, really fun. This is definitely going to be a part of my setup for a long time. It's just super fun. And like I said, I have it on my phone too. So when I'm out and about, you know, if I'm traveling or whatever, I can do this on my phone, which is really, really cool. I'm really excited about it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help me a lot and I'd really appreciate it. And thanks for watching. Catch you next time.